Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. So, yesterday I have sent you poem, isn't it? So, Poison Tree. Actually, it is not a memory poem. It's only a poem. In that poem, you are going to read only the appreciation question and then paragraph. And also, you are going to read the poetic devices. I will explain that today. Clear? So, that poem is very, very easy. So, if you read that, you can easily understand what is given in that poem. So, it's easy and it is very simple, right? So, how many of you read that poem? How many of you watched that video first? Many of you have watched that video, isn't it? So you may have some idea about that poem. Say yes or no. You may have some idea about that poem, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now we are going to see the stanza-wise explanation. So see, it's already explained in the video. So once again, I am going to teach you. So see here, this is your poem, isn't it? So it's very simple. It has only 16 lines. So this poem was written by William Blake. So that's very, very important. This poem was written by William Blake. And what is the name of this poem? A Poison Tree. A Poison Tree. So actually, Poison Tree, that title is a personification. Personification. So do you know what is personification? In 8th itself we have read, isn't it? So personification என்னது? So உயிருள்ளாத ஒரு பொருளுக்கு ஹியூமனோட குவாலிட்டிஸ் தரதா என்னது? Personification. What is personification? Giving human qualities to an
Non-living things.
non-living things, isn't it? So that is called what? Personification. Here, what is the title? A poison tree. So a tree is never be a poison, isn't it? So here they are giving the human quality, poisonous man or poisonous thing like that. So here, what is the name of that poem? A poison tree. So the title is for personification. What is that? Personification. So see the first stanza. This poem is very, very easy. If you read, you can easily understand. So see the first stanza. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. So this is your first stanza. See the starting words. I. So here I refers to whom? I refers to the poet. I refers to the poet. What is the name of the poet? What is the name of the
William
poet?
Blake.
William Blake. So here, William Blake is going to explain something. So I'm going to explain something about his anger. So actually, the main theme of this poem is anger. What is the main theme of this poem? Anger. Clear? So what is given here? So you should be open. So you should be open and you should be honest with your feelings. So if you are angry means you should express that. So if you are angry with your mother or if you are angry with your sister or brother, anything. So anyone. So if you are angry with anyone means what you should do, you should express that. Then only you can put full stop for that. So if you allow it to grow means what happen? It will create harm to both sides. Clear? Can you understand what I am telling? So you should you should express your feelings, whether it is happiness or sorrow. So சந்தோஷமா இருந்தாலும் என்ன பண்ணாத எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ணணும். நீ ஹாப்பி நீ சோகமா இருந்தாலும் என்ன பண்ணாத நீ எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ணணும். You should not suppress. Suppressனா என்னதுன்னா உனக்குள்ளேயே போட்டு அழுத்திக்க கூடாது. Clear? So you should express that. You should not suppress that in yourself. So that is the main theme of this poem. So what is the main theme of this poem? The main theme of this poem is anger, and also you should not suppress your anger. Suppress na என்னது உனக்குள்ளே போட்டு அழுத்திக்க கூடாது. You should express yourself. So that is the main theme of this poem. So see the first line. I was angry with my friend. So who was angry here? The poet. The poet was angry with his friend. I told my wrath did end. So what is the meaning of wrath? What is the
Anger.
meaning of
Anger.
anger? So
Anger.
Angry.
anger.
Angry.
So the poet was angry with his friend. So if you are angry with your friend, what you will do? What you will do? You will express that, isn't it? You will express that, you will talk, and you want to get solution for that, isn't it? So like that, here also the poet is also angry with his friend. I told my wrath. He expressed it. He expressed it, and my wrath did end. So that he put full stop for his anger. I was angry with my foe. Foe means what? Foe means what?
En- enemy.
Enemy. So, enemy. So, if you are angry with your friend, you can express that. On the other hand, if you are angry with your enemy, what you will do? You are not able to express that, isn't it? So,
Yes,
if you are
ma'am.
angry with your enemy, means what you can do? You are not able to express that. So that what happened? He suppressed that. Suppressed என்னது? அவங்களுக்குள்ளேயே போட்டு போட்டு என்ன பண்றது அப்படியே அமுக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறது. ஸோ ஒருத்தவங்களை பார்த்தா நம்ம ஃபால்ஸா சிரிப்போம். So if you are angry with your enemy, what you will do? You don't show that, but you will give them a false smile. அவங்கள பார்த்தாவே ஒரு ஒரு பொய்யான சிரிப்பு சிரிப்போம், isn't it? So that is only given here. I was angry with my foe. I told it not. I told it not means what? He didn't express that. He didn't show that. He didn't show this anger to his enemy. My wrath did grow. So what happened? He allowed it anger to grow. So that anger is growing. Day by day it is growing. So what is given in the first stanza? I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. So the poet was angry with his friend. He expressed that. He showed his anger so that what happened? He put a full stop for his anger. I was angry with my foe. So next line, what he is telling? He was angry with his enemy. I told it not. It didn't express that. It didn't express that. So that what happened? His anger is growing day by day. So see the rhyming words given here. What is the rhyming word given here? What is the rhyming word given in this stanza?
Friend. End.
Friend end, and then
Grow.
foe grow. So now take a note and put a topic rhyming words. First write the name of the First write poem name and then write rhyming words. Ma, I'm hearing my voice. So please mute yourself. You just listen to me. That is enough. If you have any doubt or if you have any trouble, means you can say me. So what is the rhyming word given in the first stanza? Friend end, and then foe grow. So what is the rhyming scheme? Friend end AA, foe grow BB. Everyone should write. Take a fresh page, put today's date, and then write English, and then write name of the poem, and then write poet name, and then rhyming words. You should write first stanza rhyming word, and then write rhyming scheme nearby. Have you completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. See the second
Yes.
stanza.
See the second stanza.
Please mute yourself. And I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. So here what happened? The poet was afraid of his enemy. The poet was afraid of his enemy. So he was crying. So he was crying day and morning. So night and morning, he was crying out of fear. So here tears refers to what? Crying. So out of fear he was crying. Who was crying here? The poet William Blake was crying out of fear because if he expresses anger to his friend, he will show his angry back. So that he was afraid to show his angry to his enemy. And I watered it in fears. So fears means what? Afraid. So he was afraid to show his anger to his enemy. Night and morning with my tears. So that what? Out of fears, he was crying. He was crying day and night. And I sunned it with a smile. So whenever he sees his enemy, he smiles. So he gave him a false smile. So அவளை பார்க்கும்போதெல்லாம் சிரிக்கிறாரு. அந்த சிரிப்பு எப்படி இருக்கு? மனசுல இருந்து வரல, சும்மா வாயில இருந்து சிரிக்கிற மாதிரி சிரிக்கிறாங்க. So he gave him a false smile. So false smile நடந்ததுன்னா பொய்யான சிரிப்பு சிரிக்கிறார். And I sunned it with smiles and with the soft deceitful voice. Deceitful என்னதுன்னா cunning. ஸோ கன்னிங்னா என்னதுன்னா தந்திரமா. ஸோ அவர் எப்படி அழிக்கலாம், எப்படி அவர் வந்து டிஸ்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்லிட்டு தந்திரமா யோசிக்கிறார். டிசீட்ஃபுல் மீனிங் வாட்? கன்னிங். ஸோ த poet was very much cunning. So what is given in the second stanza? And I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. So the poet didn't express his anger to his enemy, so that out of fear, he was crying day and night. And I sunned it with a smile. So whenever he happened to see his enemy, he gave him a fall with soft, deceitful voice. So deceitful means what? Cunning. So எப்படி அவரை தந்திரமா வந்து அவர் வந்து அழிக்கலாம், எப்படி வந்து அவர் வந்து தந்திரமா வந்து அவர் பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்லிட்டு he was thinking about that. So what is the rhyming words given in this stanza? See here. Fears, tears.
Fears, tears.
Fears, tears, and then smiles, whiles.
Smiles, whiles.
So now write the rhyming scheme. Again, A, B, B. Again, A, B, B. See the third stanza. And it grew both day and night. And it grew. So here it refers to what? Anger. So the poet's anger. And it grew both day and night. So it started to grow day and night. Till it bore an apple bright. So here the poet compare the poet's anger to the tree. So the poet is comparing his anger to a tree. So how the tree is growing, like that his anger is also growing day and night. And it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright. So ஒரு மரம் எப்போ வந்து ஒரு முழுமடையும்? When it gives you a fruit, isn't it? So like that here is also he wanted to take revenge. So அவர் வந்து அந்த poet வந்து அவருடைய enemy வந்து பழி வாங்க நினைக்கிறாரு. ஸோ அதனால இப்போ என்ன நினைக்கிறாங்கன்னா, அந்த ரிவெஞ்ச் தான் வந்து இப்போ ஆப்பிள வந்து அவர் வந்து கம்பேர் பண்றாரு. எப்படி வந்து ஒரு மரம் வந்து பெருசாகி ஒரு பழம் வருதோ அப்பதான் அந்த மரத்துக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஃபுல்ஃபில் ஆன மாதிரி. ஸோ அதே மாதிரி எப்போ உன்னோட கோபம் வந்து தனியும், எப்போ உன்னோட கோபத்துக்கு எண்டு கொடுப்ப, when you take revenge. Revenge என்னது? பழி வாங்குறது. So the poet here wants to take a revenge against his enemy. Till it bore an apple bright, and my foe beheld it shine. So beheld it shine. So beheld it shine means what? That foe, that enemy was attracted by that apple. And he knew that it was mine. So that now the poet realized that the tree was from his garden, poet's garden. So see the third line, third stanza. And it grew both day and night, till it bore an apple bright, and my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. So this is your third stanza. What is given in the third stanza? The poet allowed its anger to grow day and night till it gives him a apple. So till he take a revenge against his enemy. And my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. Now write the rhyming words and rhyming scheme. Rhyming words: night, bright. Rhyming scheme: shine, mine. Sorry, rhyming words and rhyming scheme: A, B. See the last stanza. And into my garden stole, when the night had wheeled the pole. In the morning glad I see, my foe unstretched beneath the tree. So I already told you, the poet wanted to take a revenge against his enemy, isn't it? So then only his anger come to an end. So that here what is given in the last stanza. And into my garden stole, when the night had wheeled the pole. So during the night time, the poet's enemy entered his garden to stole that apple tree. So எதுக்காக வராரு? அந்த ஆப்பிள வந்து திருடுறதுக்காக வராரு. In the morning glad I see. So here glad refers to happy. So in the morning glad I see, my foe outstretched beneath the tree. So morning what happened? He ate that poisonous apple, so that he found lying dead under the tree. So that the poet was very happy to see his dead enemy. Clear? So what is given in the last stanza? And into my garden stole. So the poet's enemy entered the poet's garden when the night had wheeled the pole. So during the night time, the poet entered the garden, poet's garden. In the morning glad I see. So he ate that poisonous apple. He ate that poisonous fruit. So that what happened? He died. He died. In the morning glad I see. So the poet was very much happy to see his dead enemy. So that is only given in this poem. So now write the rhyming words and rhyming scheme. Stole, pole, see, tree. A, B.
Finish that, ma'am.
Yes. So next put the topic. Yesterday I have given you, right? So if you have watched that video means you can write the alliteration now. Find out alliteration and write now.
Yes, ma'am.
Stanza voice. See the first stanza and then write the alliteration, and then second stanza, third stanza. Stanza wise you are going to write the alliteration now. See the first line. I was angry with my friend. So was with W is your alliteration. Like that, you are going to find out alliteration for rest of the stanzas. Yes, make it fast. What is your next alliteration? Second stanza, second line. Night and morning with my tears. Morning, my. Morning, my. Write morning, my, and then underline M, and then write M is your alliteration. Do you know the spelling for alliteration?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. See the next line. And I sunned it with smiles. And I sunned it with smiles. Sunned, smiles. Yes is your alliteration. And then next line. And with soft, deceitful wiles. With wiles. With wiles. Write neatly. Please don't scribble in your note. And then see the next stanza. And it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright. Second line, bore bright. And then, and my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. You have alliteration here? No. So next, move to the next stanza. And into my garden stole, when the night had wheeled the pole, in the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. Do you have any alliteration here?
No, ma'am.
No. So that's all.
No.
So this is your alliterations. So now we have written rhyming words, rhyming scheme, and then alliterations. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you written? Have you written in your notes, everyone?
Yes,
I want to
ma'am.
see everyone's note.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay.
Ma'am.
So yesterday I have given you poetic devices, isn't it? So many of you asked me, ma'am, what is poetic devices, ma'am? ஸோ நம்ம தமிழில் படிச்சிருப்போம். அணியில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எதுகை மோனைன்னு படிச்சிருப்போம், நிறைய படிப்போம்ல, எதுகை மோனைன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நிறைய இருக்கும். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி இன் இங்கிலீஷ் ஆல்சோ வி ஹேவ் சம் பொயட்டிக் டிவைசஸ். ஸோ வாட் ஆர் தே? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன் இமேஜரி, அண்ட் தென் மெட்டஃபர், அண்ட் தென் சிமிலி, அண்ட் தென் சிம்பாலிசம், அண்ட் தென் பெர்சானிஃபிகேஷன், அல்யூஷன், ஹைப்பர்போல், and then anamorphoia. So these are all the devices, poetic devices. In Tamil you might have read, isn't it? The same thing only here also we are going to see. So these are all your poetic devices. So we are going to see one by one.
Smiley, symbolism.
That is not smile, simile. Simile. First write this. One by one, I'll tell you what is imagery and what is simile and what is metaphor. Yes, have you written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So these are all your poetic devices. So first we are going to see imagery. So what is imagery? Imagery is the name given to element in the poem that spark of the sense. So if it is touched your sense, then you can say it as a imagery. Clear? So I will give you some examples later. So now in this poem, you don't have any imagery. So no problem. And then metaphor, we already seen metaphor, isn't it? So metaphor na another comparison. So we are going to compare things without using as and like. As like இல்லாம ஒரு விஷயத்தை கம்பேர் பண்ணாங்கன்னா அது பேர் என்னது metaphor. So here which one is metaphor? See the red. So redல இருக்குதெல்லாம் metaphor. So which line is metaphor here? And it grew both day and night. So and it grew both day and night. So here what is compared here? What is compared here? They are comparing anger to what? They are comparing anger to a poison tree, isn't it? So what is given here? And it grew both day and night. Here they are not mentioned about the tree. The tree is not growing day and night. Here they are talking about the anger. So the poet's anger is growing day and night. So what is the metaphor here? Here the poet is comparing his anger to a tree, poison tree. So now you are going to write that line. And it grew both day and night. And the line I எழுதிட்டு and then nearby you should write metaphor. That is your metaphor. What is metaphor? Metaphor is nothing but comparing things without using as and like. And then simile. So simile we have read in 8th standard itself, isn't it? So what is simile? Simile is same as metaphor, but here we are going to compare things using as and like. Your eyes is as beautiful as fish. You are as beautiful as peacock. So உன்னை எது கூட கம்பேர் பண்றாங்க? Peacock கூட கம்பேர் பண்றாங்க. So you are as beautiful as peacock. Your hair is as dark as coal. So they are comparing your hair with coal. Coal na என்னது? கரி. So அந்த கரி மாதிரி உன்னோட ஹேரும் வந்து black-ஆ இருக்கு. So they are comparing things using as and like. So then that is called what? Simile. So in this poem we have only personification and then allusion and then metaphor. So and then what is given there? Personification is given there, isn't it? So where is personification? And I watered it in fears. So and I watered it in fears. So we are not going to give any water to your anger. So if you are angry means you are not going to give anything. But here what is given there? Watered it in fears. So நீ வந்து தண்ணி ஊத்தி வளர்க்குற மாதிரி சொல்றாங்க. உன்னோட கோவத்தை வந்து தண்ணி ஊத்தி வளர்க்குற மாதிரி சொல்றாங்க. So That is personification. You are giving human quality to that. So that only they are telling that as a personification. And I watered it in fears. So here it refers to anger. What the poet tries to say here, he said that he watered his anger to grow with his fears and tears. And then see the third line, stunned it with smiles. He didn't want to show his anger to his enemy. So that what happened? He hid his anger. Stunned it with smiles. That is your personification. And then see the third stanza. Again, metaphor you have that we have already seen. And then second line, apple. Why they have underlined apple? What is that? Allusion. So here allusion is nothing but where the poet takes that reference. So ஒரு poem எழுதணும்னா ஒரு ரெஃபரன்ஸ் வேணும். ஏதாவது ஒரு ரெஃபரன்ஸ் வச்சு தான் ஒரு poem எழுதுவாங்க. ஸோ நீங்க வந்து தமிழ் சாங்ஸே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா they may have some reference, isn't it? So அந்த மாதிரி here is also the poet is also taken from reference. So எங்க இருந்து எடுத்திருக்காரு ரெஃபரன்ஸ்னா பைபிள்ல இருந்து எடுத்திருக்காரு. So you might have heard about Adam and Eve, isn't it? So who was Adam and Eve? Can anyone tell me who was Adam and Eve? ஆதாம் அண்ட் ஏவாள் கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? Who are they? So they were the first human being present on the earth, isn't it? So அவங்க தான் முதல்ல கடவுளால படைக்கப்பட்ட முதல் மனிதர்கள். யாரு? ஆதாம் அண்ட் ஏவாள். கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்கல்ல, ஆதாம் அண்ட் ஈவ். So what happened to them? What happened to them? So you might have heard one story. So Adam and Eve, God gave some instruction. So you may go anywhere. So நீங்க எங்க வேணா போலாம், என்ன வேணா பண்ணலாம், but you should not eat the apple from the forbidden tree. So ஒரு forbidden tree ஒன்னு இங்க இருக்கு. அதுல இருந்து நம்ம என்ன பண்ண கூடாது? You should not eat that, you should not taste that apple. ஸோ அதுதான் வந்து கடவுள் வந்து அந்த ஹியூமன் பீயிங்ஸுக்கு கொடுத்த ஒரு இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன். ஸோ அட் த டைம் வாட் ஹேப்பன், ஒன் ஸ்னேக் கேம் தேர் அண்ட் இட் டெம்ப்டட் ஆதம் அண்ட் ஈவ் டு ஈட் தட் ஆப்பிள். ஸோ அப்போ அந்த வழியா யார் வந்தா, ஒரு பாம்பு வருது. அந்த பாம்பு என்ன பண்ணுதுன்னா அந்த ஆதாம் கிட்ட ஏவாள் கிட்டேன்னு சொல்லுதுன்னா அந்த ஆப்பிளை சாப்பிடுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அந்த ஆப்பிளை சாப்பிட வைக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ சாப்பிட்டோன்னதான் அவங்களுக்கு என்ன தெரியுதுன்னா அது வரைக்கும் அவங்களுக்கு நல்லது எது கெட்டது எது எதுவுமே தெரியாது. So after that only they come to know what is right and what is not right, and then only they realize that they are human beings, and then only they come to know about the sin. So அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் பாவனா என்ன புண்ணியனா என்ன, so they come to know about everything. So that is only given as a allusion in this line, apple bright. ஸோ எப்படி வந்து ஆதாம் அண்ட் ஈவை வந்து அது டெம்ப்ட் பண்ணிச்சோ, அந்த ஆப்பிள் டெம்ப்ட் பண்ணிச்சோ, அதே மாதிரி இங்க எனிமி வந்து அந்த ஆப்பிளால டெம்ப்ட் ஆகி என்ன பண்றாரு, அவர் வந்து அவரோட அழிவு நோக்கி அவர் வந்து போறாரு. ஸோ ஹியர் ஆப்பிள் இஸ் யுவர் allusion. So that's all. So these are all the poetic devices which is given in this poem. So what are the poetic devices given here? Rhyming words, and then rhyming scheme, and then metaphor, personification, allusion. So we know what is metaphor, isn't it? Metaphor is nothing but we are comparing things without like and as. So without using like and as, we are going to compare things. That is metaphor. And then personification is nothing but we are going to give a human quality to a non-living things. And then allusion is nothing but where they have taken that reference. So எங்க இருந்து reference எடுக்கப்பட்டது. So அதுதான் என்னது allusion. Yes. Do you have any doubt in this? Do you have any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
So today we have seen
No, ma'am.
the poetic explanation and then poetic devices. So what are the poetic devices we have seen today? Rhyming words and then rhyming scheme and then metaphor, simile and then what? Allusion. Alliteration and then allusion. So what is allusion? Allusion is nothing but we are going to take reference from some other book. So வேற ஏதோ ஒரு bookல இருந்து reference எடுத்து அதை நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணோம்னா அது பேர் தான் என்னது allusion. Clear? ALLUSION, allusion. So here where the poet takes that took that allusion that reference from the Bible. From the Bible, from the story Adam and Eve, he has taken that reference. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So see here, like this only in exam they will ask you a question. So they will give you 4 lines. They will give you 4 lines and from that only they will ask you a question. See the first question. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. So this is your first stanza. From that, what is your first question? Pick out the rhyming words. So now you are going to find out the rhyming words. We already seen it, isn't it? Isn't it? So friend, please mute yourself. Friend, end, foe, grow. That is your rhyming words. And then next question, what is the rhyme scheme of the stanza? That also we have already seen. AA, BB. And then third one, identify the figure of speech in the title of the poem. So what is the title? A poison tree. What is the figure of speech? Yeah, mentioned there. Personification. And then second one, and I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. Which one is personification here? Watered it in tears. That is your personification. So this only I have given you as a homework. Have you completed your homeworks?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you yes.
Ma'am.
I have given you paragraph, isn't it? So how many of you memorized that paragraph? How many of you memorized that paragraph? That paragraph is very, very easy. How many of you know that paragraph? Anyone? Who is going to tell the paragraph now? Anyone? Who is going to tell the paragraph? So, from this, it is clear that you are not reading anything. You are just copying.
Ma'am, shall I?
Who? Tell your name first.
Preeti.
Yes. Tell the paragraph. If you know means you can say.
Once the poet was angry with his friend. He expressed his wrath and it ended. They become friendly they become friendly when he grew with when he grew angry with his foe. He suppressed it and allowed his anger to grow. Day and night he watered it with his tears and fears, allowing it grow.
Anyone?
He he faced his foes with false smiles and cunning tricks. The tree kept growing and yielded a bright apple which attracted with his foe, and eating with and eating it stealing during night. The next morning the poet was happy. Next morning the poet was happy to see his foe lying
Hmm.
outstretched under the tree.
Hmm. That's all. So see, this is your appreciation question. From this only I'm going to ask you question at the end. So see the first two lines. I was angry with my friend. If I ask any questions means only one girl is answering. I don't know what about the others. Always Preeti is answering. So please, others also please try to answer the question. Clear? See the first one. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. So what is the first question? Who does I refer to? So here I refers to the poet. So you should write I refers to the poet William Blake. So you should not write only I refers to poet. You should write the poet name also. I refers to the poet William Blake. And then second question, how did the anger of the poet come to an end? So what's the answer? The anger of the poet come to an end after talking to his friend. So if you are talking with your if you are angry with your friend means what you should do? You should talk with them. You should express your anger. You should not suppress it. Then only you can give you a full stop for your angry. So everyone may have a positive side and negative side, isn't it? So everyone have a positive side and negative side. So you should not show your negative side to your friend or enemy. You should spread only your positivity. Clear? So that is the main theme of this poem. So you should not spread negativity. So if you spread negativity means it may give harm to yourself and also to your enemy. So what is the main theme of this poem? You should not spread negativity and also you should not suppress your anger. Suppress என்னதுன்னா எதையுமே உனக்குள்ள வச்சு அழுத்திக் கூடாது. Either. So it may be your happiness or it may be your anger or anything. So whatever it may be, you should not suppress it. You should express that. Then only you may get some relief. Isn't it? So that is your main theme of this poem. So can you see this? So first write the first box. That is very, very important. So while writing your paragraph, you may include this also. So what is this poem about? This this poem is about anger. How we deal with anger is very important. So that poem paragraph is very, very small. It's very small, simple, isn't it? So if you want to get full marks, you should add some extra things. So that only I have given you some points. You may include this also. So what is the main theme of this poem? Anger. Write the first box. This poem is about anger. How we deal with anger is very important. You should know how to deal with your anger. So what is given in the first stanza? The first stanza, contrast. So contrast means what? Giving opposite, giving two ways. Contrast two different ways of dealing with anger and two different outcomes that may occur as a result. So what happen when you get angry with your friend, and what is the second opinion? What happen when you get angry with your enemy? So that is only explained in the first stanza. The first stanza contrasts two different ways of dealing with anger and two different outcomes that may occur as a result. So if you are angry with your friend means you can express that so that you can put a full stop for that. But if you are angry with your enemy, you are not able to express that so that you are not able to put a full stop for that. You are allowing it to grow. So that is only given here. See the second box. What is given in the second box? Language and communication. So communication is very, very important. So if you have best friends, with your best friends or your family members or with anyone, you should have a communication. You should have a communication through phones or chats or anything. But you should communicate with them. Then only you may have a good relationship. So if you want to solve any problem, you should communicate with them. So communicate என்னது அவங்க கூட எப்பவுமே டச்ல இருக்கணும். அவங்க கிட்ட நீ பேசிட்டே இருந்தாதான் you can get some solution for your problems. So what is given in the second box? This is the warning about what can happen if you do not communicate your feelings. So you should express your feelings. Whatever it may be happy or sad or success or failure, anything. You should express that. This is a warning about what can happen if you do not communicate your feelings. Equality, the poet is communicating the important message to us. So this is the very, very important message the poet want to communicate with us. If you want to have a good relationship with anyone, you should communicate with them. Then only you can get a clear idea. If you have any doubt, you should say itself. You should not suppress it yourself. Last box, deception. So what is given in that box? The speaker does not speak about his feelings to his enemy and bottles his emotions up. So bottles means what? So if you put something in the bottle and you are shaking it again and again. So what happened? At one point, what happened? The bottle will exposed, isn't it? It will burst. Clear? And also, you have a balloon. You are blowing with your full force. So ஒரு பலூன் இருக்கு, அதை ஊதிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும்போது ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல என்ன ஆகும்? அந்த பலூன் என்ன ஆகும்? it will burst, isn't it? So அதே மாதிரி தான் உன்னோட கோவத்தை நீ உள்ள வைக்க 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 என்ன ஆகும்னா ஒரு நாள் என்ன ஆகும்னா it will burst out. So that is only given here. The speaker does not speak about his feelings to his enemy and bottles his emotions up. So bottles na enaduna suppressed. The enemy then sneaks into this garden to steal the fruit. The word stole shows that the foe sneaks in and also reminds us that it is act of theft. So you can use these in your paragraphs. So if you want to extend your paragraph means you can use this because that paragraph is very very simple. If you write that paragraph, it will have only 6 or 7 lines, isn't it? So if you want to extend that, you can use these points.
Okay, ma'am.
Have you completed?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So this is your poem. From this only they have given you the themes. So these are all the themes. First, what is the theme of this poem? Anger. And then what is given in the second stanza? You should communicate with your enemy or friend. If you are not communicate means what will happen? So that is the result of the second and third stanza. Have you written that? Do you have any
Yes,
doubt
ma'am.
in this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
show me your notes
No,
now.
ma'am.
One by one, show me your notes now. Ma, please follow same note for all the online classes. You are not following the same notes, I think. So you should have a same note. Then only you can have some idea what we are teaching in online class. Niveta, okay. And then Ritika, where's your note? Sivashri, show me your note. Okay. Next, okay. Vinita, Ajantia, where's your note? Yes, Nivedika, I have seen your note. Yes. Priyadashni, Monisha. Okay. Subhashri, Haripriya, Harini. Haripriya, where's your note? Okay. Aarti, Anaja. Anaja, Lily Blessy, Yuvashri. Madhumita, Priyadashni, Deepika, okay, Kirtana, Mohana,